But they still run the same offense. Another pass to Reeves, and they go out of bounds.
Yeah, I know
That was a hit out of bounds. That's really a silly penalty. Totally unnecessary.
Hey, it was wintertime, boy. My knee on bush hog or something.
That ball, partial foul, laid it out of bounds, number 28, 15 yards, automatic first down.
Ooh.
That wasn't a...
Yeah, it was kind of tough to tell whether he was out of bounds. He certainly pulled up and didn't deliver a big blow, but I think referees nowadays are erring on the conservative side when it comes to personal foul penalties.
Well, that's coming up at halftime.
Yeah.
Set up the screen to Juwan Harris. Boy, he just rips through a couple of tacklers. Jericho Nelson finally gets him out of bounds. That picks up 22 yards. Again, we'll tell you the story of Joe Adams at halftime, the young 19-year-old receiver for Arkansas who had a stroke. And he is certainly on the trail. We'll tell you more about the Big Soonie chant. And we look around the Southeastern Conference. Lots happening on this busy Saturday. Levi Brown hangs in there. Saw the pressure coming and finally just threw it away.
You know, you talked a little bit about the influence of Tony Franklin on this Troy offense. Interestingly enough, as we talked to offensive coordinator Neil Brown, I would like to find out where else, how this offense kind of evolves. He's taken a lot from Hal Mumme and Mike Leach. Also, Mark Whipple, the offensive coordinator down in Miami, and kind of blended all of this to make it his own.
Ray Blaney likes it. Old school coach likes this spread offense. His arm was hit just as he released the pass. Had open receivers. Again, the challenge for the Troy offensive line comes up the tackle slots. Wilburn at right tackle, Brown at left tackle. It's their biggest challenge of the season.
All right, Jimmy.
Again, Tony Franklin, if you read his book, you get set, then you get out and look to the sidelines.
That's not my favorite style of offense, and certainly, you see a lot of teams using it nowadays. One thing that Coach Brown mentioned to us, they've tried to get away from that. They've simplified what they're doing on offense. They've
you ever hear from that old boy in the morning?
That the receivers have to know. Receivers don't flip-flop sides. Like early in the season, he talked about some confusion on offense. They didn't play their best ball against Bowling Green or against Florida.
That's all.
Simplified, and they haven't lost the game since.
Again, we're live in Fayetteville, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas. It's Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. Sunbelt against the SEC. Doug Bell alongside Chris Doring, the former Gator receiver, who everybody recognizes wherever we go. What's at stake?
Yeah.
Troy seeking their second win against an SEC opponent and keeping their win streak alive. They won 7 in a row. And for Arkansas, a win tonight gives them 6 victories. And Bob Petrino's bunch is going bowling. Troy has thrown to 10 different receivers tonight. It's third down. Into the end zone. Almost picked off by Greg Gadsden. That would have been number 3 against Levi Brown tonight.
I can see it in their eyes too. He had that ball all the way.
Like he may have threw it a little too soon. Certainly you got to give credit to Greg Gadsden. Did a good job of going up and knocking it down at its highest point. Troy's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Michael Taylor lines it up from 30 yards. Missed a 48-yarder in the first quarter. And this one is right down the middle. So the Trojans cut that lead to 18. And we mentioned Arkansas to win tonight would become bowl eligible. And a number of teams are in the same boat.
No run.
Florida and Alabama will be in the SEC championship. probably both going to a BCS ball. LSU behind at halftime, and they're eligible along with Auburn. And Ole Miss now with a win today against Tennessee. They are eligible. So is South Carolina and Kentucky after beating Vandy. Those are the eligible teams in the Southeastern Conference.
Kind of interesting this season, as you and I talked about earlier. Teams like Tennessee, Georgia, Arkansas, a lot of guys that are going to end up in this conference 6-6, 7-5, somewhere like that. But certainly, the SEC should be able to fill all of their bowl slots this postseason.
Petrino turned the fortunes around after John L. Smith got it going and led Louisville to 4 bowls in 5 seasons, including the Orange Bowl. And now looks to take Arkansas back to a bowl this year. They keep winning tonight against Mississippi State.
I think Bobby Petrino is a guy that's suited for the college level. Had that brief stint in the NFL, but I think the way that he teaches young guys, I think he really enjoys the college atmosphere better than the professional.
Dennis Johnson decides to run out of his end zone. It stood up right at the 14-yard line. Troy comes up with a football, but the whistle had already blown the play dead.
For forward progress.
Bobby Petrino doesn't look old enough to have had all those jobs, but what an impressive resume. He really had Louisville rolling big time in the Big East, came within a whisker of a perfect season, and then took that Atlanta Falcons job, which was a surprise to many. He really wasn't on the radar screen, at least the NFL guys weren't talking about Petrino as a candidate. Didn't last the entire year when he took the Arkansas job. Ryan Mallett showing off that arm, and that will be intercepted. There goes his streak. Brian Willis of Troy.
Oh, that's a hit, baby. Dude, stopped him.
And the crowd loved that hit.
Oh, my.
And that stops the streak of Ryan Mallett, who had not thrown an interception in quite some time.
It's another one of those deep play action passes. Ryan Mallett had the receiver, but a bad throw. You see there's no safety on the backside. The receiver was expecting the ball to flatten, and Ryan Mallett kept it high. That one right there was on Ryan himself.
Still 6.
Oh, I still got that on video.
Have a chance to perhaps